Today I've got a 2024 GMC Denali. It's a buddy's truck. We're going to be reviewing the Bak X4Ts Revolver tonneau cover. The top is a marine grade vinyl and underneath is a coated aluminum. This is the same cover as the Revolver X4S, but this comes with T-slots. So what are the T-slots for? Well, if you want to add accessories like a bike rack, this cover allows for that. The only thing you want to make sure is that you get a rack that's high enough for this to roll open. So if you have a low profile rack like this, when you open this up, it's going to hit. So you definitely need to make sure that the rack is higher than the cover opening. The latching system has a handle on both sides depending on what side you're on, and you can deploy it like that and it opens right up. And it's real easy to close. You can close it and latch it from either side of the truck. Once you've got this fully open to the cab, you just want to grab your strap and bring it up, slide that this way and turn it. And then you will take this strap and tighten it up. With this cover in this position, you are going to lose a tiny bit of bed space, but it's not really going to be that much. It's going to be 9 inches. Now, the thing I like about the way this rolls up to the back glass is you can still see out the back window. If you have a trifold that folds to the back glass, it completely blocks your view. Now with a retractable cover, you will lose more interior bed space. The bed space you're losing here is above the bed. When you're ready to roll it back down, you just loosen the straps and it just simply rolls back into place. And then you clamp it down. Now let's make sure you can open the tailgate with the cover closed. And there's no problem there. So this is a multi-function tailgate. I also want to make sure this part opens up with no problem. Now the final opening, let's just make sure this top piece opens. So we should be good. We've got the cover lined up perfectly. Another thing I want to check is to make sure that the cover will close with the tailgate up. So let's check that now. And it latched there. And it latches on that side. So I've actually reviewed a Gator SRX roll-up vinyl cover on the channel, and I really liked it. And the biggest thing I liked about it was the sleekness of the roll-up covers. You don't have the partitions for like a trifold. It's a smooth, flat surface. And I really wanted to get my hands on a aluminum type roll-up, and this is awesome because you've got the security now and you've got the sleekness in this Revolver tonneau cover. As far as the installation of this Revolver cover, it was really easy. Let's go over some of that right now. Install the weather stripping on top of the bulkhead and then cut it to fit. You will install your side rails first. Make sure to slide it as far as it will go towards the cab. Install your first bracket 6 to 9 inches away from the front of the bed with a 9/16, and then torque it down to 10 foot-pounds. Install the bracket with the strap right beside it. Then you can continue adding your brackets. I added the back one first, and then I added the middle one, and make sure you torque them down to 10 foot-pounds. Now you can lift the cover on top of the rails, make sure the latch is to the back, and then proceed to roll the cover towards the cab. Take the bolts provided and slide them into the front mounting locations. Then take the cover, fold it down with the bolts going into the brackets. Take the rubber washer first and then the flat washer, and then screw in the provided hardware. Don't tighten these down all the way until the cover is fully adjusted. At this point you can roll the cover out, roll it back a few times just to make sure everything lines up. And then you want to make sure when you close the tailgate that everything latches properly and you're able to let the tailgate down freely. After you feel comfortable with everything lined up properly, you can climb in the bed and then tighten down the front hardware. The biggest thing during the install I want to show you is to make sure that this latch lines up with that right there. And when that goes down, you want to make sure that it clips right into place. Now it's time to take it through a car wash. The best way to make sure you've got it fitting correctly is to check for leaks. I like to take the cover through a touchless car wash with high pressure just to see if we get any water inside. A normal rain would not penetrate nearly as much as this will, so after getting out of the car wash, it looks pretty dry inside. There is a little bit of water coming in on the front 2 sides, and then towards the back, there was a little bit of water that came in, but that could be due to just opening up the tailgate. So how do I feel about this cover? I'm actually gravitating more towards the roll-up design because of the sleekness. Trifolds, like I've said before, you have those cross members and it just doesn't look as clean. And as far as the price on this guy, it's really not that bad for the extra security of the aluminum. Now, if you don't want the T-slots on the side, they sell the other version that's a little bit cheaper that does not have those T-slots, and I would recommend going with that one if you do not plan to add additional accessories to the top of this. I want to give a big shout out to realtruck for supporting me and supporting the channel. I like to give my real feel reviews on these tonneau covers, and this is how I really feel about this one. It's a great design and it's a really quality product. And this is also probably one of the easiest installs on a tonneau cover that I have ever done. Well, I appreciate y'all watching this. If you liked it, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Until next time, see y'all.